Okay. Good morning, beloveds. The door is open. The kittens are loose. The elders are currently relaxed up on the table in the kitchen. I don't have any idea where Dante is, but I know where Gio is because Gio's right next to me. So far, it's been pretty good. Sugar hid last night, and anytime they got near her, she hissed. And they immediately lay down. And Chico insisted on staying on the floor with them last night and watching them. And anytime they would get close, he would either move. And twice he offered like a paw tap, not quite a swatched paw tap, and immediately they laid down. So they've been mostly respectful. But right now the elders want nothing to do with them, which I don't blame them because last night they came boiling out of the room and were crazy. And this morning they came out with a little bit more, I don't know. They weren't quite so crazy. Gio's currently playing with a crinkle ball and Dante's in the hallway watching him. So I don't know that you'll get to see them this morning. So, okay. Because like I said, they got all but one room. Last night we didn't let them into the bedroom because I was worried that they would go hide under the bed, which they haven't. But we do have one of the bedrooms closed off because right now it's just storage and I don't want them to get somewhere where I can't get at them in there. Just because, yeah. So. Okay, Gio. All right, we are doing living the science of mind. So let's do the housekeeping really quickly. And all the housekeeping is me reminding you that we are Creative Life Spiritual Center. The website is creativelife.org. The constant contact is email info@creativelife.org. That will get you one email a week, which tells you what's going on for the week and the month. The hot links are hot in that. And it will... which means it'll take you right to the information or to the person that can help get it. And it is a blind CC, which means nobody will get your email. Now, it is a real person doing it. When I say one email a week, I mean it. Unless something unusual happens. We do live in hurricane country. So, there's that. Okay. And then the last thing I want to mention in the housekeeping is the social medias. The social medias are simply, I mention them because we do not monetize them. We don't ask you to give us money through them. We don't ask you to give them money. We don't give them money. We don't want to deal with the ads any more than you do. So what we ask you to do instead is to go like, follow, subscribe based on which platform it is. And with the individual posts, comment, react, and share. We would appreciate it. It bumps us in the algorithms. More people see our stuff. So, and the more you interact with our stuff, then the more of our stuff you will see. That's also how the algorithms work, which is a hint that if you don't like it, don't interact with it. So, the most I do when the ads get really annoying is I will hide the ad and then they're like, well, why? And I'm like, it's repetitive. That's why. I've seen it enough. I don't want to see it anymore. So that's because, whatever you interact with, you will see more of. So there is that. Okay. I should tell you what they are. Creative Life Spiritual Center or Creative Life Spark. And I'm the running of Ryan across the social medias that I am on. So there we go. Okay. If you ever wondered where these go, I archive them on the running of Ryan. Some of them have moved to the Creative Life, but I don't want to clutter the Creative Life up too much. So there's that. Okay. So let's talk about the book really quick. The Living the Science Mind is a collection of essays that came from the at-home course. Ooh. There was no reason for that. Other than, iPad. So there used to be in the back of the Science of Mind an at-home course. You mailed off for it, and they would mail you a lesson a week for 48 weeks. That's where all but 2 of these essays come from. The irony is they don't tell you which 2 don't, because 2 of them just came from the estate. But the My pet theory is that people had questions. People read the textbook, people came to the lectures, they had questions. So they would probably write to him or come up to him or call him, I don't know, call him, and they would ask him questions. And so he wrote a series of essays, which became the at-home course, which eventually became this book. What I like about this book is, like I said, it answers questions that you have. But it's also one of those where you can just kind of flip it open any day, and whatever article you flip it open to probably has something that will be useful for you for that day. Just the way it works. So today we have a short article. It's 1 page, which is probably a good thing. And it is Mind, the only creative energy. So let's get on with it. Let's get I'm going to open my trusty little highlighter, which is starting to die. I'm going to have to switch to a new color soon. I've had these for a very long time, and I've never used them because I had this thing about highlighting books are sacred. Like, I grew up with books are sacred. Any book is sacred. You don't mark in books. So I used to use pencil. I'm to the point of highlighters now. It's like, yes, books are still sacred, but Ernest has these really amazing turn of phrases that I want to be able to find it on the page, and highlighters do that. So, okay. Also, it's not a book I'm ever going to let go of. This is a reference book. I'm going to keep it. So, all right. Mind, the only creative energy. No matter how seemingly impossible any situation may be, or how difficult any problem may appear, the practitioner should never become discouraged. They must continue to do their work, knowing full well that they are dealing with the invisible essence, the invisible substance, the great reality back of everything. Never become discouraged. And one of the reasons why you never become discouraged is sometimes the answer you get is not the answer you are expecting. It's one of those things. It's one of those things where we remind you that death is a healing. It's just not necessarily the one we would prefer. So, okay. It would be impossible for a person to do this unless they were firmly convinced that mind is the only creative agency in the universe, and that they have direct and conscious access to its creativity. And that's really important, direct and conscious. Until we know better, we use it unconsciously, and then we wonder why our world looks the way it does. Because we're not paying attention. We are not directly and consciously using this creativity that we have access to. Moreover, they must be conscious that right thought and true statements are the enforcement of this law of mind. People's thought is the activity of mind. For mind without thought or directed consciousness would have no real existence. There can be no existence apart from consciousness, or if there be any existence apart from consciousness, then there is no one, no thing, and no intelligence to be aware of such existence. He's about to say it's evident, okay, which is really cool, because quantum physics says the same thing. If you look at quantum physics, the observer changes the outcome. There's always an observer. Always an observer. Okay? All right, let's see. Where was I? It is evident that without self-awareness, there is not only no realization of life, but no life to be realized. Hence, we affirm that mind in action is law. The practitioner who understands this will not become discouraged. They will know that if they persist in declaring the truth, the pathway to reality will be cleared, obstructions will be removed, wrong forms will be dissolved. It follows that they will be both courageous and happy in their work. They will be happy because they are sure. Doubts no longer assail them. Fear does not possess them. Negation no longer obsesses their thought. They continue to make their declaration with calm confidence and with divine assurance. Yep. I like that he uses the pathway of reality will be clear. Frequently we are getting in our own way. Now, it is not always us getting in our own way. I mentioned it yesterday where I talked about race consciousness. Frequently we let race consciousness get in our way. What are some of the ideas of race consciousness? Well, age, illness, disease, all of those are race consciousness. Those are things that we have accepted that we don't necessarily have to. Will we get to the point of not accepting them? Possibly. I don't know. I can't see into the future. I have the faith that we will, just like I have the faith that eventually humanity will realize that war is just not an answer. Do I expect to see it in my lifetime? I don't know. Because race consciousness is a powerful thing. The good news is that the reality back of race consciousness is more powerful. The reality with the capital R is bigger than the reality with the lowercase r. So while I am currently experiencing the lowercase r reality, I have faith in the uppercase reality. I have faith that eventually we'll get there. I think part of it is it's hard for us to imagine what it's going to look like. And that's where the work is. That is where the work is to every day sit down and think about what life would look like, if we decided war was no longer an option, if we believed that everybody got fed, both materially and spiritually, and that's one of the important things. Maslow's ladder is very important. People need to have their physical needs met before they can get their spiritual needs met. It's why, Science of Mind has a social justice aspect to it, because we want everybody to have both their physical and spiritual needs met. And, we do what we can to do that. So, mind is the only creative energy. When we realize that, then, and when we know that we have access, direct and conscious access to it, then any treatment we do will be powerful. And that we can continue to treat until. So, all right. Oh, Chico is wandering around. You coming in, Chico? Come on, baby. It's okay. All right. Well, I'm going to encourage you to have a great day, a wondrous day, a fantastic day, a magical day, an enchanted day, a wonderful day, an awesome day, an amazing day, a take care of business day, a don't have a standoff in the hallway day, because that's what's happening right now in my house, a you got this day, a enjoy your day of rest day, if this is a rest day for you, a take care of yourself day. Geo gave grounded, Chico made a run for it, which is kind of funny when you've got a 4-pound cat and 11-pound cat, and the 11-pound cat is giving grace to the 4-pound cat. So, let's prepare for the upcoming week day, a go be with your community day, a know who you are day, a look in the mirror and see God looking back at you day, a drink plenty of water day, a stay out of the heat day, a stay out of the sun, direct sunlight between 10 and 2 day. I'm going to keep saying that until November, mostly. Play some fun games day, a take care of yourself day, a take a break day, take a nap day, a do something fun for yourself day, eat something amazing day, a good day. And if that is too much pressure, simply have a day. You are enough, just as you are. You're a beloved expression of the divine. You are spirit in motion, God in action, a brilliant light, a divine spark, a beautiful masterpiece, and a work in progress at the same time. And as Reverend Jesse likes to call us, you are a godling. So explore the truth of your being. Get to know who the divine knows you to be. Because the divine knows you to be good. And from there, anything is possible. All right, beloveds, I'm going to go wash this mess. Take care of yourselves. I will see you in about an hour and 45 minutes, either in person or right here on Facebook Live for the service. Reverend David will be on around 5 p.m. with you. I'll be back with you around 9-ish tomorrow. Take care of yourself. Know that you are loved. And I will see you next time.